on, everybody? Greetings and salutations and such. I'm T. I'm your host of T's Good Times Garage, and we're cruising down the road. We've got something going on that, to me, it's pretty dang cool. I'm not really sure what I want to divulge just yet. We're exceeding the speed limit. That's not good. By a lot. Anybody ever speed up when you've got a tailgator on you, on your butt? I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, I'm doing fast enough, so he can wait. Hey man, get off my butt. And get off my keister. Back off, you freak. Back off, you crazy man. He's still back there. Anyway, we'll dive a little bit more in as soon as we arrive at our destination. But I'm going to see an old hot rodder buddy of mine, and we have a past, a good past. Good dude. He's got something cool to show me, and if he's down with it, I'm going to take you along to show you. Stick around. Once was a racetrack in that spot. There's still a gate there. That's awesome. Sad memory. That's where our former Rocky Mountain Raceways was. Closed in 2018. You might remember a while back I put out a video, a little bit of a blast from the past. Well, the blast from the past is revisiting us, and it is now in front of us. The 1971 Plymouth Duster that I used to own about 18 years ago at this point. I've been given the opportunity to come check it out and relive some memories. Man, there are so many memories. It's got a little dust on it. That's okay. It's been in the middle of a transformation, and we'll talk more about that as well. There's a lot of stuff that still has my hand. There's things that I did on this car. This just memories flooding back like crazy. Still got the same wheels and tires. You can see the Mosier axle emblem. I put those in it. Can't remember if I did that before or after I smoked the Sure Grip in it. A little dark under there, apologies. Looks like it still has the Rancho 9000 adjustable shocks on it. The Caltracs are still in there, because the Caltracs are awesome. Some of you, if you've been going to Mopars at the Strip, muscle cars at the Strip for a while, good chance you've seen this car. This would have been the year after I sold it, in 2006 and 2009. I had this Lexan windshield put in it. We'll get inside it too. Hey, pop the hood. Let's pop the hood. So actually this hood was on the car when I bought it. I pulled it and kept it, but I had put a 6-pack hood on it, fiberglass lift-off deal. I had had some chassis work done, basically tied the cage in, put a full cage. We had the hoop finished inside, and then tubing ran into the front. Upgraded the motor plate mounts. Pretty sure this is still the same radiator I had in it too. Still got that grill. Now currently it's not running. Everything had been taken down for freshen. It's got a 500-inch 440 source stroker kit in it and some aluminum Indy 440-1s. And recently there was some port work done on them. The Indy intake was port matched to the heads. And this is actually an alcohol carburetor, a Dominator. So he was setting it up to run it on alcohol. The trans is out of it right now as well. But the trans had been freshened as well. So it hasn't been started yet since it was freshened. But you know how life and time get in front of projects. A few years back, he asked if I still had the hood, and I did. I'd kept it all those years, and we made a deal on that, and so he got it back to put it on this car to keep it all steel. And every panel on this car is steel except the bumper. I never ran it with a bumper. When I got it, it had a later model crash style bumper on it. I took that off and just ran it without. I made hundreds of passes in this car. Man, this is so cool that I'm actually sitting here in front of it. I've always known where it's been since I sold it. After I did that last video, we kind of got back in touch a little bit and have been talking on and off since. Here I am, standing in front of it again. Man, this is so cool. This was part of the chassis work I had done. Had the cage completed all the way around, tied into the front. That was the old 6AL I had in it. Still in it, still working. And I had done a painless kit in this car way back when. Yep, I'm back in the driver's seat. It has been 18 years since I sat in this spot. Fits like a glove. We actually replaced the factory steering shaft as well. And I remember adding this steering wheel as part of that. We added this throttle pedal as well with the return for your foot. Pull that back. And of course the dash. I had rewired the car with a painless kit and we moved the tack. And I was a minimalist. RPM, oil pressure, and water temp. That's all you need, right? 6AL box that I'd put in it. Still there. And the B&M Pro ratchet. Love that thing. This is absolutely crazy, guys. 18 years ago, I sat in this car. And I loved this car. This car was an amazing bracket car. Brought home a few trophies. Was really consistent. Couldn't complain a bit. And it was a big block car then. Still is now. Difference is it's got a few more cubes. It's a 500. And it's got aluminum Indy 440-1s where I ran it with the -1 cast version. It should make a little bit more juice now that it's had some head work done, some port matching on that intake. And he was getting ready to convert it to alcohol, so it's got an alcohol Dominator on it. This should be a high 9-second car. Maybe mid, I don't know, that's tough to say. But 980s, why can't I say 80s? 980s should not be out of the realm of possibility with what we got going on here. This is cool. Forgot we'd done that too. It would definitely make it a little bit easier to get in and out of. One of the cool things about being able to revisit with the 71 Duster here as I learned a little bit more of the history. I knew that the individual that owns it now had originally turned it into a race car. What I did not know was that he had had this car since probably 1979 or 80. Bought it off of a used car lot in Salt Lake when he was 16. So it stands to reason that this car means a lot to him. I know it was really difficult for him when he sold it. It did stay local. It was raced by another individual close by for a few years to where he eventually sold it. The story I got was they were a Chevy family. Couldn't be seen driving Mopars anymore, so it got sold. Stayed in the Salt Lake City area until my buddy DW found the ad in a local newspaper of this car for sale. 71 Duster race car. And I think that was 1999, end of the year, when I bought it. We ran it for about 6 years when we made the deal to send it back to its original builder. And here it is, guys. Such a great car with so many good memories. With any luck, we'll be talking about this car a little bit more in the future. I sure hope so, man. This is a cool car, and it will be out again. I appreciate you coming along with me on this short little journey down memory lane. If you haven't seen the longer video I put out about the Blast from the Past, I'll put the link in the description. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber already, please, please, I implore you. I implore you. I would appreciate that. Go ahead and click that button. Share it if you want. That would be fantastic. I will encourage that. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, I'm just giddy as a schoolgirl here because of this little Blast from the Past. I'm actually sitting in the car. She's sitting in the car that really got me down the road of bracket racing. This is cool. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.